History, Stephen said, is a nightmare from which I am trying to awake. When you walk in silence, your excellence will always speak for you. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. Education is not the learning of facts, it's rather the training of the mind to think. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now. But the only way never to do the wrong thing is never to do anything. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. It's not the men in your life that matters. It's the life in your men. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. Bloom as if you want to make the whole world beautiful. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. Great understanding is broad and unhurried. Little understanding is cramped and busy. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Over time, hidden truths morph in the dark soil of deceit into something much worse. It is only possible to live happily ever after on a daily basis. It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free. Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. First learn to become invincible, then wait for your enemy's moment of vulnerability. If thinking should precede acting, then acting must succeed thinking. Hearts can't be broken because they're made of marzipan. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. When the position is such that neither side will gain by making the first move, it is called temporizing ground. Fix your mind on truth. Hold firm to virtue. Rely on loving kindness, and find your recreation in the arts. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. I don't want life to imitate art. I want life to be art. You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. Don't chase. Elevate your game and be someone worth chasing after. When you say I and my too much, you lose the capacity to understand the we and our. Be willing to leave the ground behind if you want to fly. It's enough for me to be sure that you and I exist at this moment. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. Only he who has no use for the empire is fit to be entrusted with it. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. Man in general, if reduced to himself, is too wicked to be free. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, loyalty is returned. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. If fate doesn't make you laugh, you just don't get the joke. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. But man's duty is to try and endeavor. Success depends upon chance and environments. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. We reveal most about ourselves when we speak about others. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. Heaven is like an egg, and the earth is like the yolk of the egg. Truth is what your contemporaries let you get away with. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Speak to me. I will spend my lifetime trying to understand you. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. Every act of goodness is born from our desire to be happy. Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to get it. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. What cannot be said, above all, must not be silenced, but written. Know what you want, work to get it, then value it once you have it. Take the first step, no more, no less, and the next will be revealed. In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Sand lines my soul, which is filled with the breath of the ocean. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. I will not let anyone scare me out of my full potential. In war, practice dissimulation and you will succeed. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. The good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. The surest way to make your dreams come true is to live them. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. When people try to bury you, remind yourself you are a seed. Maneuvering with an army is advantageous. With an undisciplined multitude, most dangerous. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. Life is too short when you think of the length of death. If a craftsman wants to do good work, he must first sharpen his tools. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. It takes writing 1 billion bad words before you get to the good ones. Your time is way too valuable to be wasting on people that can't accept who you are. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving